Extract 14, Violet Frankenstein, date 1800s. I am back from the publishers and have had a brief but so warmly welcomed and unexpected visit from Joan on my way home. As I walked, a stranger called to me, and I smiled as I recognized that twang. Turning, I felt happy to see her half smile as she strode up beside me. Her hair was trimmed, face full and healthy, and I saw under her coat that she had another dove where the old one had been broken. It brought me joy to see her so well and like the woman I had first met. It is so good to see you, Joan. How are you? How are Aldous and the children? I asked her in my excitement. I am well, Violet, and so are Aldous and the children. They are happy on their own world, and I visit them when I can. And what of Emma? I asked. There was a long and heavy pause. I'd rather not talk about that, if that's okay, she said finally, her voice quiet. I couldn't tell if her silence was because of some tragedy, or if she preferred not to discuss such things, as these wonders were supposed to be kept as secret as possible. I guessed it might be the former, and out of respect I inquired no further, and changed the subject. I have just been to the publishers and collected the royalties for a book about our adventures that Percy and I wrote. I hope you don't mind, I added, scratching the back of my head. But we felt it would help our fight for equality if presented as fiction. No one would believe it anyway, and we edited heavily, so there was no mention of you. It was a good idea to use your mother's diary and you and Percy's story disguised as fiction, she said to my relief. I'm thankful that you kept me out of it and changed some of the details. That was very wise of you. I must leave as little a mark on the worlds I visit as I can, so thank you. It's a radical story, but many have warmed to it, haven't they? They have. Our first royalty check is quite substantial. The money will continue to help us move the cause forward. Percy and I have meetings with various officials in the next few weeks. We'll be able to talk about changing laws to bring to pass equality if it is needed. I'm proud of all you're doing, Violet, and how much you've changed. It's not easy fighting against such a long history of false attitudes, but give it time, and you and Percy and many others will change your world for the better. Thank you for all your help, Joan. We couldn't have done it without you. It's a scriptorian's honour to be a part of such stories, so thank you, Violet. How is Percy's health? This was a subject I often tried not to think about, but Joan was only inquiring out of concern and love. It is slowly getting worse. There are bouts of paralysis too now, and though he insists all will be fine, I fear the worst. I'm so sorry to hear this, my friend. Such pains are not easy to bear. Enjoy every moment with him. Be strong for him. I will. He has always been strong for me, so I'm doing my best. Good woman. Anyway, we are nearly at your house now, and I must be going. I have some errands I must attend to. Will you not stay for longer? I pleaded. Percy would love to spend some time with you. I wish I could, but I have only returned to say goodbye. I will try to visit again one day, but all is well for this world, so my time can be used elsewhere. Even a part of me would love to spend more time with you. She sighed. Goodbye, Violet, and all the best for the future. And to you, Joan, I replied with a heavy heart, and she simply tipped her large-brimmed hat, turned around, walked back the way she had come, and finally rounded the corner, was gone. I went into my house to see Percy and told him what had happened. I then found this diary again to write about this potentially last encounter with Joan Idaho Thatcher. As for this diary, I feel I must hide it away. As Joan said, she wants to keep her time here on this world secret and hidden as much as possible. The diary has been of use to read, and to learn all about my mother's mistakes, and to recall mine and Percy's adventures. Our story will hopefully inspire a greater change towards equality, but this diary contains many secrets that should not be found out, or found to be real. I think tomorrow I will do what my mother couldn't, and burn it so those secrets cannot be discovered. It seems a tragedy to lose this diary, especially after writing so much in it. And this entry, that no one will see, now feels pointless. But even though all these words will be destroyed and never seen, it has been of great value and worth to me.